Hi, and welcome to Poptography. On this episode, I'm going to show you how I took Darth Maul and his Bloodfin and created this image. Hi, and welcome to Poptography. Today, we're going to go behind the scenes and show you how I took the Darth Maul on the Bloodfin Funko Pop and created this awesome image to basically recreate the scene that we saw Darth Maul and the Phantommenace riding the Bloodfin at sunset with the twin suns of Tatooine behind him. In order to do this, we had to gather a few things. So one of the first things I needed was a backdrop. So for this Darth Maul image, to kind of recreate that Tatooine sunset, I grabbed an image and used Adobe Generative Fill in the AI to basically expand upon it a little bit more to make it more widescreen for what I needed. Then we put Darth Maul on the set and arranged him in a way that he was coming close to the camera to kind of give you that realism he was coming towards you. Now later, that was going to be a major part of the effect because we're going to do a motion blur, and we'll show you how we did that in Photoshop. So in order to light this image, I used 4 lume cubes. The first one I had with some warming gels and barn doors, and that was coming from behind more like a rim, again making a situational lighting of the background. For the second light, I actually used that with diffusion and a globe on that, and had that carded down so I didn't have so much of that light bleeding onto the backdrop, nor Darth Maul and the Bloodfin. The third lume cube I basically had on a boom, again with a globe to spread that light very softly, but I only had it just a little bit on, just enough to give it a little pop, a little lift, so it wasn't too flat in the face. And my fourth lume cube, I actually put that with some diffusion and snoot, and that was coming from basically the back right side of him. And it was just enough to kind of hit just under his hood, the side of the Bloodfin, and that left foot of his that we see from the right side. So once I got this lit, we captured our image and then we brought it into Photoshop. So once I brought the image into Photoshop, I immediately duplicated the original layer so I can do all my retouching really on a copy of that. And the first thing I decided I wanted to do is really kind of go after where I had some light leaks and stuff on the background of the image from both the left and right side. So I wanted to retouch that. Then I went into Darth Maul himself and his face. Then I went underneath to get rid of the clear acrylic, because originally I was intending to keep that kind of dust kicking back up. But once I got rid of all that and I started to kind of play around with the image itself, I felt that it was unnecessary and I'd rather just keep with the motion blur that we're going to give it. So here I was kind of playing with to see if I can make it a little more transparent or whatnot, and I wasn't doing what I liked, so I figured I'd get rid of it completely. Duplicated the layer of Darth Maul on the Bloodfin, and with that layer dropped it behind and started to add a motion blur. Now in here I was just kind of going around and kind of playing with how I wanted to make it a little bit lighter, get the blur in the right direction, and also make sure I didn't have the blur sticking out from the right side. I really wanted to kind of emphasize those coming from the back. Again, the right angle, and also the kind of right lightings, because I wanted it to be a little more transparent of a blur. I didn't want to really see Darth Maul and the Bloodfin like duplicated in that. I really wanted to be, it's going fast. So then I worked on the eyes, and then I noticed that the blur was just a little too white, so then I wanted to kind of warm that up with more of a little yellow glow or cast to that, and was able to blend that in. Got the eyes back popping. Grabbed another image, grabbed the logo, called it good. enjoyed today's content, please hit the like, definitely hit the subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next episode of Poptography. Until then, may the force be with you.